else I want to put in there. Thanks for joining in. I'm finally back from vacation. I literally have been away from the garden for 8 days. So I'm going to start doing some things. I'm going to carry some water out. I got some bedding to sit there and toss out there from my neighbors. He had to clean out his chicken coop, and it's really good stuff for the soil. I got to carry some water out too. We did have some storms early in the week, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. But now it's back to carrying water out to the garden. So I'll go ahead and pop there and let me see. I got somebody there in there already. Let me say hi to. I do need my helpers. Wisconsin Farm Boy, how we doing? Thanks for joining in. And appreciate the thumbs up, everybody. So I figured I'd live stream. Hey, Ray. And we had a very good time. We had a very good time. We were out in Iowa, Minnesota, South Dakota, North Dakota, and Wyoming. Went to Longmire Days. Got to meet a lot of the actors there. Got my first Rainier beer, which was really good. And we even brought a 12-pack home. So first I'm going to carry some water out. As you probably tell, they're a little bit droopy. Also, I got my first winter squash. I like to pick them small. And then we slice them up and we cook them in butter and olive oil. And I'll be having this later on today. So I'm going to give these a good healthy water. And then do a few other things around the area. So usually one of these would be good for the whole row. But as the plants get bigger, they need more water. And these will perk right up because of the amount of water I gave them. I'm going to fill this back up one more time, shut the water source off, and I'll be right back. But there's the first winter squash of the season. I have acorn squash, winter squash.
Twisters is already out.
Huh?
Twisters is already out.
Yep.
That one you're gonna have to go see at the field.
Yeah. All right, coming back my second bucket. And I filled two 5-gallon buckets of water, so I don't have to run the hose that long. So I got my water here. Those plants will start perking up as soon as the roots start pulling in that water. This is how you can tell when it needs water. Those leaves droop. So I'm going to give this one a much stronger watering. So a good half a bucket. And then this, I wanted to get it trained to climb up here. Sometimes you have to help it. You kind of got to move it around, try to get it to grab. Surprisingly, there's not a lot of weeds up here. I thought there'd be more. The same thing, I had put this for this to kind of hang on to, but it managed to break free from it somehow. Yep. And it looks like I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do. I didn't want to lose these. So what do you do when you have an oops like this, where you lose part of the plant? Which won't kill it. But I had a bunch of tomatoes starting on here. So what do? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick these and I'm going to put them in a brown paper bag. You can get them out of the sun for a while. And what should happen is they should turn red. Yeah, Ray, that's going to be about another century for the crazy horse to get finished. But they did make progress. But even they said it was going to be at least 100 years to do. They started in 49. So I'm going to have to figure out what to do with that plant. I don't like the way it's laying right now. The thing of it is probably my fault because I put this in the wrong area. Let's see if I can reposition this. There we go. And hopefully that'll work better. So I got a rake and a shovel somewhere. There it is. And you can see how this is kind of spread out. I will actually move that over when I till through it. And I got like these branches from the wind and the trees there. And I don't want them in there. Basically here, and spread it out. And this helps loosen up the soil. Hey, what he does when he drops it, I ask him to put it in different areas of the garden. Last year I got that area pretty heavy. This has got a lot of nutrients in there. And it's a better way of fertilizing than using chemicals. Now, there is a lot of grain seed in here, which will pop up, but a lot of it is actually edible. So I'm not too worried about that. What you do is you kind of put it out far and wide. And eventually the rototiller will kind of do the rest. But this will make the soil more absorbent and easier to till. And when it's nice and dry like this, it's a lot easier to spread. And it helps build up more rich, healthy soil. I mean, I can still see it from last year decomposing in there. And it'll help hold moisture. So when I do get rains, I'll have more moisture in there. The whole idea is get this spread out throughout the whole garden. And then I'll till it in. And I'm even putting in areas where I've not planted things yet. Because come next year, I probably will. Like I won't put the squash in this area. I want to put a different plant in there and give it a chance for the nutrients that the squash use to get replenished. I mean, you can fertilize, but having it done naturally is best. And I'll carry one more thing of water out. One more thing of water, and then I'm going to fire up the rototiller. So thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. You kind of get to see kind of the work that it takes to get a successful garden. So I'm gonna bring out both the watering bucket and then 5-gallon water. And get more of the area watered out. You know, that squash took a lot. Here's my peppers. And these take more water so they can evaporate off the sides. And I got a little zucchini stars there, 2 of them. And you can already see how those leaves are perked up that quickly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wash them, get that soil off them. You can see how they already perked up. So I got about 1/3 of the garden rototilled or watered. We'll come back later and get the rest. And this is kind of what you do to get everything going. So if you're in chat, please remember to hit the thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. If you have any questions, pop them in there. I'll catch up on that. And this is how a garden gets done. Best thing is to do, you try to stay ahead of it. So even though I don't have a lot of weeds popping up, I'm gonna till it again. So any of the ones that were underneath and already had sprouted roots, I'm gonna tear up and don't give them the chance to get settled in. So let's fire it up. Fire it up. First of all, let's see how much gas I got. Yeah, that much. I think I'll put more gas in. So there was only about a 1/4 tank of gas in there, and I'll probably use more than that. Now usually, I don't want to be too close to the plants when I put fuel in here. And I don't want to fill it all the way up. I want some airspace in there. And then I'm gonna check the oil. So if you pop in, say hello. This is exercise too. This is daily exercise. This kind of counts as cardio and also gets me out in the sun. So my body's producing vitamin D, and a lot of endorphins, and a lot of things that are gonna keep me healthier. Good. So a little prime. There you go. 15 minutes. Just over. idea is to keep rototilling it. I wonder what I did with my glasses. They would have came up when I took this off. So I'll have to find them over there. How we doing? So, hey Christopher, nice to see you. So, the rototilling, not only are we killing grass and weeds, but I'm also softening the soil back up. Otherwise, if you don't till the soil during the summer, it'll get like concrete. And that thing will just be bouncing on it. And also breaking that soil up, when I do get rain, it'll absorb more of the rain. You won't have those puddles sitting there and evaporate back in the air. It'll get into the ground right away. Did you need something on? Finally found my glasses where I left them. Hey, Jeff DeMoray, how we doing? Welcome in. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. I got another 5-gallon bucket of water I'm gonna bring and water a few things. You kind of want to mix it up, you know, till, water, trim, till, water, trim. So, you know, kind of make a little bit of a variety if you can. You can see how much taller the corn got. And then watering, kind of throw that in there too. So I'm getting a lot of sunshine here. Great exercise. Good for the body, mind, and soul. You gotta remember something else needs water, and that would be me. gotta remember, plants need water. We need water. Now this is water. To make really good refillable water bottles. Now, because I've worked the soil, it stays pretty workable. If I let it go for about a month and a half, that ground will get rock hard. It'll be very difficult to do. And hydration for both the plants and myself are important. And carrying water buckets out here is exercise. You know, 8.33 pounds per gallon. Got two 5-gallon buckets now. They're not completely full, but I got about 30 pounds in each hand. Some of those plants in the water multiple times. But the whole idea is make sure they stay hydrated and make sure I stay hydrated. Thanks for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. This is how you keep a garden going. Already got me a winter squash that I'll cook up this morning. And soon I'll have some jalapenos to put in the eggs. So there's like 16 ounces of water right away. even with hydration, you still need to hit the shade every now and then. So even though I'm hydrated, I can feel that sun starting to really work its way on me. So I was like, yeah, time to get in the shade and cool down a little bit and take a breather. You don't want to, hey, wake John up and have him do that. So anyway, we're trying to catch up. We've been gone for over a week. So the garden and the lawn, all that needs work. So that's what today's all about. Just getting out there. I'll try to do some lifting outside too. Maybe after this, if I have enough battery power. We'll see how that goes. Make sure to hit the thumbs up and put some comments in there. Hope that algorithm stuff. I'd appreciate it. Just about 1 or 2 passes more, and I'll be finished with that. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. We're getting up there. It is, Baden. That's what I like about it. It's just, it's hard work, but it's, I like the rewards. I like getting fresh veggies. Can't beat that. Can't get that at the store. Gets me a little color in my skin. Gets me some vitamin D, some endorphins. And definitely makes my day a lot better. Lets me get throughout the whole day. So yeah, I don't mind having the garden. It's about the perfect size. I've planted less this year, but I still might add some lettuce. I got plenty of time. It's a crop that grows pretty quickly. Woo-wee. That was good time. So I think what we're going to do now is head in the kitchen, and I'm going to cook up that winter squash and have that for a snack. Pretty kind of like my getting ready for lunch. Now we did sleep in today. Because, well, heck, we're on vacation all week. So it was nice to get back to our own bed. Although we did sleep okay in the rooms. But nothing beats so I'm gonna put these out of the sun and see if I can get them to uh, so we're going to move into the kitchen. Mama got the short area. She couldn't stand it. I know how it is. It's like, I got to get it done. Hey, Bankster. There's the Miss Princess. And she's happy we're back. Aren't you, kitty kitty? Yeah. Let me get this stuff all settled in. Oh, what do you get? So this is the squash I'm going to cook up. And I'll try to angle this a little bit down. So hopefully you can kind of see what I'm doing there. First, we'll start with washing my hands and yeah. Yeah, even the water had to take a break. So we'll put the computer over here. So yesterday, we had need to put that somewhere safe. We had burgers. So now we have to I'll cut that into my eggs later on today. Now we're gonna there we go. Now I'll go to my live stream. I don't know how long that'll stay on. But first of all, gotta wash my hands and the squash. Now the squash, all I'm doing is rinsing it off. I don't use any insecticides or any stuff like that. So, and I think I'm going to use this and cook them. I'll be able to do more than one. And I'll be utilizing butter and olive oil. A little bit of each. It's got me a 20-second commercial. So, the whole idea is that the skin is definitely edible. But what I like to do sometimes is just kind of takes, make a little pattern. Not that I have to, but I'll take, so winter squash and zucchini are very similar to each other. And my preference is to get them before they get huge. When you get them small like this, you get less seeds, and you get more what I consider meat. I know it's a vegetable, but you know what I mean. You get more of the thickness there. And of course, this all goes into the food bucket, and it goes back into yeah, I know I'm a standard moderator. I did it. So let me see. Very peaceful. I appreciate everybody hitting the thumbs up and getting up in chat. Yeah. We already had that. He's telling me the same thing. You're a standard moderator. I know I am. I'm also the channel guy on everything. So remember my buddy at Cutco Knives, my preferred tool. So you see what I mean? Not very seedy. If it gets bigger, then those seeds get bigger, and I want to get that cut straight. So what I do is I just cut them in about 1/8 slices. And then I make with some milk and eggs and salt and pepper, I make a base for them. And you're kind of making some really nutritious chips, what I would call them. So like I said, what I don't use goes back in. Yep, I'm going to use the rest of this olive oil. Use olive oil and butter because it's better than seed oils. And then I'll what's the best one to use? Probably this one. Yeah, that looks about right. So I'm going to use this for my batter. My batter is going to consist of an egg and some milk and spices. And I'm going to use that to coat them. Now I don't need much, because a lot of that will go to waste, but generally for that, 1 egg is probably plenty. But if I have to make more, it's not difficult. So remember, the incredible edible egg. Pop that in there. And of course it goes there. And when I go to the store, I get some more salt and pepper. Oh, right, the water bucket right there. Right down there.
Why is there dirt all over the floor?
Mine came from my shoes.
You want to sweep it up?
Yeah. And remember, I use a pink salt because it has more minerals in it. And then just kind of stir it up. Woo-wee. And I'm going to use that to coat the zucchini. So this is our first fresh veggies from the garden. Let me get some butter melted in there. Like usual, I'm going to do it on probably a medium heat. There we go. Let's get everything nice and melted first. So if you are there, kind of pop in and chat, say hello. We'd appreciate it. Also try to stay ahead of the dishes whenever possible. So just trying to keep this mixed up. I'll dump them in there. Fry them up. Some good stuff. Now remember, still need to stay hydrated. I've already drank 1 bottle of water. And even though I had the water, I was still feeling the effects of the heat. Oh. Woo-wee. So I got all that melted around. And the main thing is getting it to cook be a perfect amount of time. And a lot of times what I do is I use some napkins to soak up the rest of the oil when I pull it off. And makes it a little more. Hey Shannon, how we doing? Thanks for popping in, appreciate it. Thanks for the thumbs up. So my first winter squash from the garden. Picked it this day. We're going to cook it up and enjoy the food. So, and then pretty soon I'll have some jalapenos. Probably within a couple days. If I not, might even be able to sneak and grab some tomorrow. So jalapenos, zucchini is getting pretty close. I watered it so it won't take long. I like to pick them when they're smaller. Between the winter squash and the zucchinis, this will be something that we have quite often. And of course, what I can't, start with the big ones first. What I can't eat, I'll take to work and I'll spread the wealth. On sunny days like this, I was outside with the shirt off, road tilling. I made sure I hydrated. This is my second bottle of water. And that can't be right. I'm looking at that time, it does, and that can't be right. No, 11:02. I was looking at that 1:22. I said, oh my God, my day's already over. So that can't be true. And luckily, it is not. That would have been sad. So basically, the batter is made of eggs and milk, salt and pepper. Using a bigger pan this time, so I can cook more than one or two. So here I can actually get easily 4 of them going at the same time. Then what I can do is I can add a little salt on it. You know it's in there. And some fresh ground pepper to enhance the flavor. It's actually we had some, I missed it. How many hours do you, oh yeah. Oh, we had a troll, yay. The only problem with the phone is I don't have the, so Shannon, make Tuggus go bye-bye. If you don't, I will. Hide user from the channel, yep, bye-bye. So this is actually winter squash. So not a cucumber, but winter squash. Earlier in it you would have seen it, I've already chopped it up. So this is my first winter squash. It was about that big when I picked it. I got a zucchini about that long, only about that wide. I'm gonna wait for it to about double in size, and I'll pick that. So I might pick that tomorrow. You know, they've watered it, and you know how fast these can grow once you get some water. Yeah, I don't suffer trolls on this channel. I'll suffer them on Instagram just because it pays, but it doesn't pay here. It don't pay enough anyway. So, yeah, winter squash. So I got winter squash, I got zucchini, I got acorn squash, that was a volunteer from last year, and I got 3 cucumber plants. So those are my big viney plants. Then I got 9 tomato plants and 9 pepper plants. 6 of them are bell, and 3 of them are jalapeno. And so far that's all I got in there. I think I'm gonna go get me some leaf lettuce and plant that, you know, grow back, because it doesn't take long. You know, it grows rather quickly. So the whole thing is trying to make sure that you get it on the one side long enough, and then flip it over, and it should be done. Now I don't want it too hot, because I want to kind of try to get it cooked through the meat. So then I'll set it out there. I'll bring out the first batch, will be the wife's. Then I'll make another batch for myself. I think we got enough for about 3 and a half batches. But yeah, oh, we had our first troll. Yay! But yeah, cucumbers will be coming probably within about 2 weeks. And then, and I'll have plenty of winter squash and plenty of zucchini. They're producing, so look out. And the jalapenos in a couple days for sure. And then the green peppers probably a couple weeks it takes them. I will pick them when they're smaller, just to throw them in the eggs. All right. Put them over. Oh yeah. So this is just like having, you know, potato chips, except it's not a potato, it's a winter squash. Throw some herbs around your lettuce. There you go. I can do that. I also, I put Irish Spring bar soap around the garden. And that thing seems to keep them away too. And because I've got the chicken manure in there, chances are I'm going to have a lot of herbs coming up from that anyway. But I did get it all rototilled again today. Okay. I got it. And so next rain we get, it'll absorb it. And it also keeps the ground soft, and it keeps the weeds at bay. Eventually I will get some weeds in the garden, but they'll be far fewer and far in between, which is a good thing. Hear that sizzle? That sizzle is actually something very healthy, and that's I'm making winter squash chips. Hate to disappoint you, Ray. So, and then this is water. Well, rototilling the whole time. All right, I think got the first batch ready to come out. Yep, perfect. There they are. So let's get the next batch in there. Get it cooking. And I'm going to cut the heat down. slow cook. And the same thing. Slicing on top of it. There we go. Just more of the same and more nutrition. I'll take these out to Mama. Might want to let them cool down. The water is in, yeah, I'll get for it. Nice. Yes. Now we'll set up another absorber. And usually that's what I'm doing, is I got like 2 of these going. Time they cool down to eat. The next batch should be done. So let me check out my comments here. Irish spring soap, yep. Not in the garden, but around the garden. You have to have it around the garden. If you put it next to plants and you get a rain, it tends to have an adverse effect on it. So I do have to put it on the perimeter of the garden. And so far, so good. It worked last year, but last year I did put it close to some plants, and that's why I learned not to do that. So this year it's just on the perimeter.
What does it keep out?
Deer, rabbits, skunks, squirrels, raccoons. For whatever reason they don't.
Right, because we haven't seen any.
Right, remember that one year? I had that skunk attacking all my stuff, so I shot it. Then it didn't attack anymore, but it left a residual for a while. So I keep those cooking. These are good. I mean, they're, if you look up the, see if I can look up what is good on it. So let's go to Google and nutrition winter squash. So we'll find out. All right, so really no saturated fats, no cholesterol, not much of sodium to mention. It is high in potassium. So 400 milligrams, 11%. You get 3% of your total carbohydrates, and you get 6% of your dietary fiber. Also has 1.1 grams of protein. Vitamin C, 23%, calcium 3, iron 3, vitamin B6, 10%. Cobalium, no. Magnesium has 4%. So it is really, really healthy for you. So let's get this flipped over. Try to find the best heat for it. Sometimes you get the butter a little burnt because you were using too much heat. So I do have a plan for that. After the next one. So a really healthy plant for you. And that's why I plant them. Let me go back to here. Meet the chicken salad. There you go. Honey mustard dressing for lunch there. That's good. And thanks for hitting the thumbs up. Keeping the channel interesting as possible. So yeah, I got one and a 2/3 batches left to do. Now, like I said, it's a nice appetizer. You know, it's good for you. I was gonna grab one for myself, but I was too late. So I'm thinking,
Oh, you should have told me those weren't.
no, that's okay, baby. I got more.
You brought them for me, so.
I did. I thought I'd be able to sneak over there and get at least one of them, and I was wrong. Mom ate them. Boom, done. The whole idea we want these just be a little. I suppose if I use like a little air fryers, would probably be a great recipe for these. So a lot of that butter got burnt when I had it on higher heat, so I'm gonna now get me a new layer of butter in there, but not burnt. That should help. Now I hesitate to take these over. Same thing, take either hot. Well, I'm cooking more. So, once the pan got really, really hot, things cooked a lot faster. I'm so glad that that is not the correct time. So we had to reset the time on the clocks in here. I was panicking. All right, let's get this going. Let's get this body started. In here, might be able to do 5 this time. These are getting towards the end, they're not quite as big in circumference. So I think I need some more butter. Almost can get all these done, I think. There we go. Now the same thing, let's get a little more, get a little spicier. And this is the first harvest out of the garden. So I'm pretty happy about that. And there was much rejoicing, yay! And then tomorrow, I may have a zucchini that might do the trick for me. Let's see what we got in here. Good morning, Kelly. So we just finishing up cooking up my first winter squash of the season. It was about that long, about like that. We sliced it up, milk and eggs, salt and pepper, fried it in olive oil and butter. And it was good. Well, I'm gonna find out.
Of course, I. Oh, that's good.
So we slice them up and fry them as a chip. Well, that's good. So, I actually like this better than zucchini. It has like kind of an acorn squash taste. Yeah. And I just bought the seeds on a whim. I was only going to do zucchini. And I grabbed this pack thinking it was, and then when I got home and go, oh, it's winter squash. I did have a pack of zucchini too, so it's okay. I'll plant both, so I planted 3 of each. And that's what you do with the garden. You try to maintain it to what you like the best. So, now this is not a meal, this is a snack. And then after that, I'll probably cook us a good bacon and eggs breakfast. So that'll probably be done. After this is just a kind of a snack to make everything, get the appetite going, so to speak. What I want to do is get the frying pan cleaned up. I'll use the bigger one here. So I'm wondering if John Prepper Nation is going to do a live stream or not, or is he doing one? I haven't checked in the last few minutes. Let me go to my subscriptions, get refresh. Yeah, it looks like you uploaded one. I don't know if it was live or not. I don't think it was. Yeah, just regular comments. So I'm just going to pause that. And I'll watch it later. All right. I got the big pan ready to go. Dessert has already been being made. Gotta flip this over now. See if these are cooking better. Yeah, I like that better. Ooh-wee. That was good. Right. I liked it better than the zucchini. Personally. So let's save that dish. It definitely was getting ate fast enough where you didn't have to worry about it. So yeah, we as a reminder, the troll policy here is I don't suffer trolls on this channel. I'm on my Instagram, only because I make money from you fools. But here on YouTube, no. My subscribers do not have to suffer a troll's foolishness. So if you do, you will find yourself gone rather quickly. You know, they'll say, oh, your channel will never grow if you don't allow us that, it's not that important. I'm here to sit there and kind of have a channel people can watch and have a good time. you know, was outside earlier. You catch the replay, working the garden. Now I'm going to be cooking breakfast. It is going to be actually a very long live stream, but that's okay. I know it would be probably monetarily better if I broke it up into two of them, but I guess I can forego that extra quarter. I won't actually need that one. But thanks for hitting the thumbs up. Appreciate that. Let me see, we're up to 13. 13, all right, yay. So now we're getting ready to cook some real food once I get the zucchini out of there. And it will consist of, I better take these shoes off. So, bacon and eggs. So, so yeah, we'll get ready for the main course here now. As soon as I figure I got these cooked well enough. And I think I do. Some of them. I'm trying to see if I flip those over, what will happen. Come on. There we go. Keep that going. So, pretty productive day. Did sleep in a little bit. But we've been on vacation all week. So, today is back to reality day. So I got a lot of work done in the garden. Got it completely rototilled, weeded, most of it watered. And feeling pretty good about that. And we have our first crop from the garden. Definitely feel good about that. The winter squash is a great appetizer. So now, there's the chips. Keep those here. And let me get the, here we go, pans moved. So, there we go. And then get the bacon ready. So I want the skillet to first dry out and then get hot before I put the bacon on there. So here you are, Ray. Just for you, bro. Got bacon. And then lots of eggs. So where I was still in that area where neighbor dumped all those chicken manure, I will be putting my garden stuff in there too. I had to throw in some dirt off my shoes. I'm sweeping up before it gets out of hand. All right. So I've got bacon, and I'll have eggs, and we'll be ready to eat good in the neighborhood. Appreciate those that are allowing us to run. Still waiting for Michael. Michael, where are you? Good morning, everyone. We'll see who's still here. Jan's still here? Ray's still here? Is Kelly still here? Kelly's still here. All right, let's see who else might be in here. Wisconsin Farm. Oops. Kelly and Crooker. All right. I appreciate those of you staying in chat and let it run. Appreciate all the thumbs up too. And if you got anything to say, just come and pop in and say hello. We always like that. So here's the rest of the bacon. Now I have to see if I have any more. Check the freezer. If not, it will be time for a bacon run. Especially when the tomatoes start coming, I will have to get more bacon. So I don't know if I have any more, I'm going to save that. Bacon going, and one of these chips. Oh, so good. It is good, good. And then eggs will be next. And now probably give me enough shells to haul it out to the garden. Or now that we gotta buy from the store. But sure the neighbor has some, I'm just gonna get a hold of him and probably do that tomorrow. Get a little cloudy out there. Are we supposed to get rain? Looks like it's a possibility. I You're thinking, oh man, I already carried water out to the garden and now it's gonna rain. That's okay. You can do both. The rain will have a greater impact on it than me just water. Now watering, and if you were starting at the beginning of my live stream, those squash plants were really droopy, and now they're not. So it only took about an hour for them to soak up the water from their roots and get them into the leaves, so that's how fast they can move that. So possibly, if I still have battery power, we might go out there and take a look at it. We'll see. I'm thinking after breakfast it might be nap time before I go to work. Yeah, I will be going to the gym, but I don't think I'll be going today. I'll probably be going tomorrow because I did have so much to do in the garden. Now tomorrow I don't have to rototill it. If I get a rain, I won't have to water it. That'll free up a lot in the morning so that I might even toy with the idea of going into town early in the morning and working out and then coming back home and cooking. So I'm probably going to play with that tomorrow. I think that might be better for me. Hey, Michael. Good afternoon. I'm guessing it's afternoon. Let me look at my computer. Not yet. It's still morning here, 11:36 a.m. If my computer's right, I hope it is. So, big day today. Rototill the garden, carried a bunch of water out there. Picked and cooked my first winter squash from the garden. Just sliced it up into little chips, battered them with milk and eggs, salt and pepper, fried them in butter. Oh, they were so good. And it really just, they're not filling, but they do carry a lot of dietary fiber, carbs, and minerals and vitamins that you need. So really an excellent source of potassium. I didn't realize it, but 11% of the potassium you need you get from winter squash. Where if you buy those pills, from the bottle, they're only 3%. So now you got bananas there too, which I know are even better. I could look that up too. See how much potassium a banana gives you. Take a look at it. So, 12%. So potassium is just a little bit more, and definitely more dietary fiber, but it has a lot of sugar. So if you're looking at a, gee, I want the potassium, but I want the sugar the banana gives you, winter squash, pretty much almost equal within a percentage. So that I didn't know. See, when you start doing all this research. Putting over the bacon. We'll get you another zucchini or winter squash. Oh man, it's so good. Ah. I know. I watched a few last night. Really wasn't something I was gonna be able to do on vacation. I did watch a few and try to get internet, but at work I'll run, I won't be able to hear anything, except for the ones where the closed caption working. So I'll try to catch up on some of your videos tonight at work. Hopefully they haven't broke the furnace. I'm hoping everything's working. So I got eggs. You know, a lot of times I can pre-mix eggs if I want to, but to be honest with you, I might do that. I don't have to worry about putting ketchup on it. This is the food bucket, so eggshells, coffee grounds, and vegetable scraps go in here. No meats, because that's going to attract animals into your garden. And we don't want to do that. Remember, incredible edible egg, about 78 calories, all 20 amino acids, and all the minerals and vitamins you need. The only one that's missing is vitamin C, which surprisingly we got some of that from the winter squash. I like to mix the store-bought with these. Now, the ones I use the store-bought for a lot is when I do those protein shakes. And because I haven't been working out as heavy as I will be when I get completely healthy, I haven't felt a need to have those. There, one more. I'll take that out to the garden and put it in that one area I always do. So I'll put some salt in there. I'll do it after I pour it in there too. And the same thing with pepper. I do have to add this to my grocery list. I went through all my black pepper, even my reserves. Or pretty sure I did. I haven't went down to the basement to check. Hopefully I'll do that before. So let's mix up the eggs. And you add a little milk to it, make it a little more fluffier. Now, just a little bit. And I'll also be cooking them in bacon grease and butter. Gotta have the butter. Thanks for the thumbs up, Michael. I'm up to 14, yay! Much rejoicing. So I was working in the garden, so I'm almost finished my second bottle of water. Remember how much important nutrition is. And hydration. Gotta be hydrated. So, Billy went on that walk yesterday. And that's a lot of times what you need to do is, if you can't get it to the day that you want, just do the next day. All right, I'm looking forward to it. You can do it. Yeah, it's Fairlife. My sponsor, who isn't, they should. If anything, they could send me some coupons I should give away. But I don't know, I haven't sent an email in a while. Maybe I'll do that now that I've got probably twice as many subscribers. Maybe they'll be interested. God knows I get a lot of emails on people that are wanting to send me stuff, but I would say only about a third of what they're offering I have any interest in. And only about a quarter of them actually send the product when I tell them I'm interested in. And the trick is not the fret. Understand that's just the way it's going to be. So far, I got to do that one vacation bag. That duffel bag that I talked about before, I took on vacation, and it was stuffed. I was surprised that I didn't break a zipper. So I think I might put that one back out there again as a second video for him, because it wasn't expensive, and it definitely improved its durability. So we were in Iowa, morning. We were in Iowa, Minnesota, South Dakota, North Dakota, and Wyoming. And of course, Illinois. So I got the butter there dissolving. And we'll be ready to cook the eggs. I woke you up, Jen. What's up?
Did you grab John's leg to wake him up today?
I just grabbed a blanket.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I need a pair.
Well, it's a weighted blanket.
I do that every time.
Because he didn't
But you
know.
didn't say anything, so I thought I dreamed it.
Oh, no, I didn't. It's time to get up.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
So, anyway, let's get this wakey wakey. There we go. Hey, good morning. Nice seeing you, turkey. So we cooked up my winter squash. First one from the garden, about an 8-inch one. We did that earlier today. We also rototilled the garden. That was even earlier. You pop in, thanks for the thumbs up. Help my Augie rhythm. And what I try to do is I try to stay ahead of the dishes as I'm doing it. So today was rototill garden, weed, water, harvest winter squash, cooked winter squash up, and now breakfast. So it's been a pretty eventful morning. I got pretty much everything I wanted to get done. Maybe, hop on the mower and mow some paths really quick. Might have to do that also. But otherwise, pretty happy with everything I got done. There you go. Well, I got this on here. Let's get some more salt and pepper. We did learn that winter squash is very nutritious. Even has protein, but there's also an excellent source of potassium. And now that the garden is producing, this is something I'll probably be able to have, if not on a daily basis, on a every other day basis, I'm pretty sure. And then you gotta remember to stay hydrated. Why not play? Let's go back to play. There we go. Gotta keep it hydrated. Plus my second bottle of water this morning. Play. So that's that's good in the neighborhood. So if you popped in, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. It definitely helps. Yep, so I've got 3 winter squash plants and 3 zucchini, and then 1 acorn squash. Then with acorn squash, you pretty much have to wait towards the end of the season to harvest it. But with winter squash and zucchini, you can harvest it at all summer. Once it starts producing, generally as long as you keep the plant alive, you're doing well. So that was really good. I mean, it was a tasty treat. All right. Good morning. Here we go. Squash is good, but I don't eat much of it. It seems to be a time to cook veggies using butter. Other things we cook the nutrition right out. No, you don't cook the nutrition out. If you cook it at a low, medium heat, you're not getting any of the new nutrition. Actually, you're adding some nutrition with it. So. The only time vegetables start losing nutrition is when they get older, when they sit, when they take 3 weeks to get to the grocery store, and then they're sitting in the grocery store for a week or 2 before you buy it, and then sit in your fridge for another week, then it starts losing nutritional value. But when you pick it fresh from the plant and cook it right away, you're not losing any nutritional value. I guarantee it. You can take that to the bank. Chunks of pumpkin to sit in the oven. This will be a normal appetizer for us all summer. Now last year, I think I only had 1 zucchini plant. I think I had a zucchini, and I think I had a yellow squash, and that was it. So and then the acorn squash plant that took over half the garden. So this year, I've got 3 winter squash, 3 zucchini, and an acorn squash. So, I'm going to call them 2.5 cucumber plants. The one there towards the end, it's just not doing well for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know. Okay. So breakfast is served. I want to thank everybody. Yeah, you gotta rotate your pantry foods. Yeah, absolutely. Now remember, on most of those, it's not an expiration date, it's a best by date. The only one that I would caution you on would be milk products. So, your half and half, or your instant milk, or your condensed milk. Basically, when you get to that expiration date, it's expired. But a lot of the ones you can go 2, 3, 4 years afterwards, no big deal. So let's scoop up the eggs. Yeah.
He pets it and it like cuddles with it.
Alright. That's looking good in the neighborhood. That looks like the Houston, we have ignition. Alrighty. So breakfast is soy. Of course, we're going to watch it down with my sponsor, who isn't, Fair Lake Milk. And this is a great way to start the day. Yep. Yeah, they might be reduced a little, but not much. And I still do have a lot of food from 2019 there, still fine. But I am going to that first. So we're making sure we're eating that first. So everybody, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Thanks for the thumbs up and all that YouTube stuff. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. And remember, rest, nutrition, hydration, proper exercise, safety, and get out in the sun and have fun.